Welcome back to the Four Horsemen Network. We're doing the Fore week 3 recap. Very, very special guest this week. We have the Four Horsemen Academy team joining us and Gavin Tyler. We'll kick things off right away, Gav. We just want to know, as the inaugural member of the Four Horsemen Academy, what's it like been learning from the architect himself? And what is the biggest improvement you see to the squad after going through your training?
That's a great question. Now, before coming to the academy, my style of management was distinctly different to what is being taught now at the academy. I'd shake and bake in the trade market, but it was always at the expense of, future years' picks. Now, this strategy did win me 3 titles, but it didn't get me the 4th. And it also had an expiration date. The game's changed. The league's different. It's been 10 years now, and my style's become a little bit stale. The academy has taught me to draft stronger, sell high, pick up the wins, and still build a strong foundation for future drafts. The league wrote me off, but I never wrote back. 4.
All great points. I mean, nobody better to learn from than the architect. Now, Gav, what we want to dive into here is, as a past champion, you know what it takes to get that squad to that gold medal game and lifting that trophy itself. From the teams in the Rick League this year, who do you see that best exemplifies what it means to be a champion and got what it takes to get to that championship round and taking home that Rick hardware?
Aside from the obvious choice of yourself standing at 3-0, I'm going to go and shock everyone with my decision on who best exemplifies what it takes to be a champion. As a former champion myself, and this pains me to say it, I'm going to go with the Grit Grinders. We had an auction draft this year, and they had a clear strategy. They executed that strategy, and despite a tough Monday night loss to put them 2-1, I do see championship potential in their team. Their manager, although, he needs a little bit of work. He's always hesitant to make moves early in the season. He wants to see how things fall into place, doesn't want to give up players too early, but you need to push yourself and you need to push your team and you need to make the moves early and smart in order to really build that championship winning this team. They've been the bridesmaid far too many times. And if they can't mount a serious challenge with their strong start, then we're going to need to look at to bring them into this academy. 4.
Good choices. I mean, you are what your record says you are. Okay, Gav, we're going to give you a quick chance here to call someone out from around the league. If you're going to say a specific manager or a specific team who's done the worst job handling their franchise to begin the year, who would you say that is?
To call out the manager, I think that is doing the worst job this year. It's tough because there's quite a few guys that, aren't really doing that great of a job. We're only 3 games in, but there's quite a few contenders here. And I know last week the Pittsburgh Steelers manager spoke about the real deal Holyfields and how they're all smoke and mirrors, and I really could not agree more. So we don't really need to rehash the real deal Holyfields, whatever this clown wants to call himself, their shortfalls. But I'm going to have to spend some time speaking about, hold on, let me get the name right. Is that right? It's the Bro Timor Ravens. Okay, yeah, that's them. I thought they would have changed their name, freshen things up. Their championship win feels like it was another league, never mind in the last decade. Like this guy's golf game, he's never hit a bad shot that it was fault. His fantasy team has never lost if it wasn't for an injury or a bad call in the field. End of the day, look at the weekend. Dewey Decimal doesn't lie, and this guy just cannot get the job done. Losing this past weekend by a few decimal points must have felt like a 3-foot putt on 18 at Guelph Lakes. Starting the year poorly will be a test for him to see if he can turn things down and get to a level that he once was or he thinks he's still at. But I think he's got a lot to prove if he wants to have the rest of the league believe that he's not an overachiever when he won the league. 4.
Spicy hot take. Okay, bud, we're going to finish this one off. This was actually a DM sent in from another league member. Question 4. Let me paint a picture for you. It's an autumn Friday. You just found a $50 bill on the sidewalk. You're going to have a lunch break with 2 hours to spare. You're hitting up Harvey's. Can you give us your full Harvey's order?
No, you know what? That's a great question. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Go ahead. Thank you. No problem. Yeah, I tipped you. Okay. That's in the thing. All right, sweet. Thanks. Oh, I just gotta put that over there. We gotta finish up this interview. I don't want this Harvey's to get cold. So, you know what? I'll just tell you what I ordered. You know, double Angus with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion, chipotle mayo, tzatziki, and a large poutine on the side. Can't get any better. $5.50. And you know what the beauty of that is? That meal isn't $50. What am I going to do with that money? Am I going to buy more food? Am I going to save it for tomorrow? No. I got to help my fellow rec members in need. And that is what the Fore Horsemen Training Academy is all about. Because we're starting a Fore Horsemen Training Academy foundation, a foundation which is working on offering a scholarship, which will be funded by our leader, and it will offer mid-season scholarships to teams in need. Now, we've gone over, you know, the issues that the same name, still same. Okay, Bro Time More Ray-Bans have gone through, but you know, he has potential to turn things around. He's shown stuff. So right now we're working to offer a mid-season scholarship to the Pigskins and Foreskins. They've got no picks next year. Most of their team is pretty garbage. So, you know, that's where that extra money would go from the $50. Anyways, I got to get to this meal. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to think about all the good stuff I'm doing here at the Academy. And I hope you guys are having a good week. Fore.